lovely humans. It is time for getting ready for bed, and while I do that, I'm going to tell you guys all about the New Year's resolutions that you actually should be making if you want to have a successful 2024.
Now, for a lot of us, our New Year's resolutions, since pretty much we turned 18, has been to lose weight or go to the gym every day or eat more vegetables, some variety of the same old thing. Get healthy, because we're not there yet.
I'm sorry, work in progress.
But I think there's something missing.
Here, tie the ties.
The whole idea behind New Year's resolutions is that you're trying something new that you haven't done before. And realistically, we should all already be trying to be healthy on the regular in a way that's sustainable. So it shouldn't be this like new and exciting thing. Like, yes, I absolutely should be trying to get stronger to get up these freaking stairs that are a beast, but that's not necessarily something that's exciting enough to keep me focused and motivated throughout the entire new year. Oh God, my thighs! These stairs are ridiculous! Oh my God, we're gonna pretend that this room does not look like this complete disgrace right now. My goodness, it looks like we live like swine. Now, I'm not suggesting that we stop trying to better ourselves. Self-improvement is super important just in terms of growing as human beings and also just living a healthy, sustainable life. What I'm suggesting is that you just try to make those healthy habits just that, habits. Find what's sustainable and keep doing it. Eventually it becomes a habit, and just being a healthy person won't have to feel so completely overwhelming. Ah, there we go. It was totally clean the entire time. I don't know what you guys were talking about. Now, if you want to actually have good enough mental health, I'm using Nivea, by the way. My mother-in-law uses this on her face and has for years, and her skin looks 1,000 times more youthful than mine, and she's like 30 years older than me. So there's your endorsement. But I've started doing that so I can keep my skin a little bit less of a hot mess, and so far it's kind of helping. But basically, you want to keep your mental health in a good spot so that those sustainable habits that you're trying to create don't get so overwhelming. Doesn't feel so much like, oh my God, focusing on having a healthy diet is the most awful thing in the world because it takes up so much of my mental energy.
Well, my brain is fried.
You want to have that mental battery like filled. So one of the things that I think you should do for your resolutions, or at least that I'm doing, and you are welcome to do with me, would be each month to do something new. Have a new adventure or experience that you've never tried before. It doesn't have to be something that is crazy expensive because let's be realistic, we are all on a budget, it's rough. But it can be something that creates a new memory because honestly, we all work. We're all going to eventually die. And frankly, I'd rather have some better memories than just working myself to the bone, even though I do love my job. But we are not our careers. We are people who have careers. There's a difference. Every month in the coming year, 2024, which still sounds weird to say. I feel like I never got used to 2020. But every single month, I'm going to have a new experience. I'm going to do stuff like maybe hiking in new places or possibly seeing national parks if we can get enough vacation time, which I think will work. And I want to try new foods that are scary to me because I'm a very picky eater. I want to find every little thing that I can to kind of like not wring the joy out of life, but I guess bring the joy into life, like creating those memories. That's something that helps me to feel fulfilled and far less overwhelmed when I have to do the things that just require daily effort, like diet and exercise. That's a heck yes for me. One other thing that is a really big deal to me is having my creative outlets. Obviously, YouTube is definitely one of those, but I feel super fulfilled just as a human being, really, if I get to create things. And so what I want to do every single month, that's right, you got it.
You got it, dude.
Is create something new. I'll put this one on screen if you really want it. It basically just helps to keep my hair not so dry. I have wavy hair and it gets kind of cray, and I honestly have not figured out like the perfect routine for that. So if you guys have any tips for like curly, struggly, wavy haired peoples, let me know because my hair be looking rough sometimes. For the love of God, comb it first if you're gonna do this. I freaking created a rat's nest. This is not the curly girl method. This is the hot mess girl method. as I was saying before I like doused myself in curl cream, for me, creativity is a huge one. I need to feel like I am doing something that is different and unique or just new and fun. It kind of can go together with some of the memories. I want to find some of those craft projects that I've had saved on Pinterest for freaking years and actually do them and see what I can create. I want to find new editing techniques and learn how to kind of finesse them and make them even more fun. I want to finally finish Inktober for the first time in like 3 years. I've done it sporadically over the years. I love to draw. I wouldn't say I'm a pro in any capacity, but I very much enjoy it, and getting to have that little like creative adventure really sparks my brain. The days where I feel creatively fulfilled are the days where I do my best work at work and also my best editing, because that in and of itself is pretty creative. And I would highly recommend, even if you guys feel like you're not a creative person, you just got to find an outlet that works for you. You don't have to draw something necessarily. You might want to sew something. You might want to go do a woodworking project. Like I'm still struggling my way through making this like planter in the backyard, which it won't stop raining, so it's taking forever. But there's all sorts of creative things you can do. And if you are fulfilled and that kind of aspect of life, at least for me personally, it really helps me to feel like I can just focus on the weight loss aspects too without it seeming so much like a chore. I know a lot of us on here, we are trying to get more fit and get more active and get more healthy. And that can be really freaking hard to do when we are just mentally and emotionally drained. I feel like getting that creativity in is what gets me recharged. Lastly, I want to encourage you guys to learn something. Side note, the last part of my routine is a melatonin gummy because your girl sucks at sleeping and I'm freaking trying. But every single month for 2024, you know the drill. I will be learning something new. I don't care if it's something small or something big. I feel like you are never, I need to chew this thing, hold on. I feel like you are never too old to learn new things. If life is feeling dull and stagnant, which usually is what hits around the time that all of us crap out on our New Year's resolutions, that's when you should be like, hey, I should try something new. This year, I've been learning all about gardening and I've gone absolutely bananas. I went from being girl with a black thumb, aka murdering everything because I do not have a green thumb, but I'm trying, to girl who has become a plant mom whose stuff survives except for succulents. They always die. Still haven't figured that one out. But I'm having so much fun learning how to just create beautiful things with the plants that I've made. I am not their mom. Beautiful things with the plants that I have put in my garden and how to just make this really lovely landscape. And it makes me have some pride in like my house and what I've created. But also I'm just really proud of myself for being able to keep most of them like 85% alive. I also want to learn things like new editing techniques so I can keep surprising you guys and keep things a little fresh. And just because it's fun, I would love to learn new crochet stitches because I don't even know the name of the stitch that I know, but I'm pretty sure it's just like the basic one. But when we're sitting down and watching a movie, I'm still really likely to either be snacking constantly or to be picking at my face. So to keep my hands busy, I might have mentioned it to you guys before, I crochet scarves pretty much if I'm sitting down year round for the homeless, and I'll generally donate somewhere in between like 2 and 10 scarves depending on how much time I'm spending sitting because it takes quite a while to make. But I would love to learn a few other stitches just to see what I can make. I know these aren't necessarily your traditional like weight loss resolutions, but I wanted to give you guys some other ideas for ways to be fulfilled while still going on your weight loss journey that can kind of help with the point where it gets stagnant or frustrating. I don't want y'all to ever feel like, oh my God, my entire life is just struggling to lose weight and what's the point anymore? And just, it spirals. Keep yourself fulfilled in other areas. It makes the weight loss aspect so much easier. So tell me below, what new things do you guys want to try? What creative outlets do you want to do? And of course, what new things do you want to learn? I would love to know all of it. And I would love it if you guys would subscribe and join our little community here. Make sure, as always, to remember to support each other in the comments. We're all in this together, trying to get healthy and mentally well, of course, because it goes together. I will see you lovely humans in the next one. Bye bye.